is Rob. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please go ahead in the comment section, type in the number 1 and let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. And as we get started here, keep in mind that everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. If you like what you see here, folks, make sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us. Ring the bell if you want to get the notifications that we're going live. And then there's other social platforms as well that you're going to want to check out also, right? We've always got new content going up on them. Podcasts, we're going to record a couple of them today. Our blog, all of that. So make sure you're always checking out the various social things that we do to keep up with the trade setups that we're putting out there. All right, let's start off today. I want to look at the economic reports. We've got annual meeting coming up for Davos, right? That is today all day. And then at 11:30, Treasury Secretary Yellen speaks. Yellen is not, in my opinion, the most eloquent when it comes to an orator. She can do things to mess the markets up. So caution with her speaking out there today. Just know that with her out there, depending on what she says, could have a dramatic effect one way or the other. Not normally to the good side, but one way or the other based on what comes out of her mouth. And she's defending Biden, so I don't know how much that's going to help with as poor as his approval rating is, and even worse when it comes to people in the market. I just don't know if what she has to say is going to give any bonus to the market benefit, but it could drive it in the opposite direction. So just keep your eye on that today. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the futures. We're going to start off with the ES, which is the S&P 500. After our absolutely thrashing, beat the daylights out of us move yesterday, we went up to this almost 4,600 yesterday, and we finished up at 4,400, almost a 200-point move on the S&P. On the ES, we opened up, and we just kind of went sideways. Small drift down. Right about midnight or so, we started a little bit of a climb to the upside. We dropped back off again in our pre-market here about 6 a.m., 6:15 or so. And we've had a slight downward drift ever since. We are down 23, almost 24 points right now on the ES. 21 now, right? Ooh, it's good. So definitely looking at bearishes. I think it's 5 days in a row now. We're looking at bearish days on the ES. I mean, you can just see it's just been ugly, right? With us up at about 4,800 5 days ago. All right, so there's ES. Let's go take a look at the YM, which is the Dow. The Dow, we're only down 86 points right now. Same scenario. We had this big kick to the downside yesterday. We had this push up right about 10 o'clock last night. We topped out here at this 34, 6.5, 650 level, and then we backed off, right? We're only down 90 points right now. Really not that bad. When you look at the Nasdaq's getting smacked. A big part and parcel, we'll talk about Netflix this morning, but that's a big part of it right now is what's going on with Netflix, right? They're a big hit in what's taking place in the Nasdaq, down 138, 140 points right now, right? We look at the RUT, Russell 2000, similar picture. We're down 9 points on the RUT. Now we get to Bitcoin, BTC, right? And we have gotten back down below that 38,000 level, 38,115 or so. We are down 4,560 points. All right. So I may choose to go ahead and add a small amount to my position on Bitcoin. Let's see, BTC-067. This is just a continuous contract on. By the way, if you're using BTC-67, is the contract. I just keep this off on the other screen. And it shows I've got it checked off from the most continuous and the most liquid, right? Back adjust is always on. That would be their first of the month. I don't care. Expiration. I look at the 067 contracts. Okay. So let me put this here. Let's cancel it. And you can see right now we've got 38,560 was a stopping point for us, right? And we blew through that today with 38,070, right? So I talked about that 38,000, but we're down below that level at this point. A little bit of a bounce, get back above possibly, but our next stopping point on Bitcoin is 31,900. So call it 32,000 just to keep an easy number in your head. Will be tremendous. Say what again, Karen? Sorry, don't know what it was. I can't really get the mic a whole lot closer, so let's see. Okay, if you can tell me what I was talking about, I'll say it again. But I can't tell even when. I mean, that was like 30 seconds ago. I could have said anything. I don't know. Let me know what I was talking about, Karen. I'll definitely bring it up. So caution there. Same with Ether, right? With Ethereum. ETH-067. Right, we blew through this 28.19 level, right? The pushback above and the bounce would be what we're looking for. If not, you got to keep your eye out for the 25.40 level right now also, right? So all of that to say Bitcoin down over 4,500 points, right? Ethereum, we go and look at Ether, is down 426 points. So about 10% move of Bitcoin is our move down. And gold is taking a nice ride to the upside in the last couple of hours. We're still down $3 on the day for gold from where we opened up because we did have a nice push higher and then that big drop off in the beginning of the European market session. And then in the last few minutes, we've had a really nice jump on crude. Now, granted, we had a bit of a slide off of yesterday's highs take place. And there we got up near $87 and we wound up a low this morning below 83, 82.75. Right now we're at about 85. So we've come back nicely from where we were, but we're at such a high right now. You can't really worry about, oh, we're going down a little bit. And I'm not saying that the markets are going to stop going down, right? Or the oil is going to stop going down. I don't have that crystal ball. If I did, this would be a very high-paying class, not a free training we do on here in the mornings, if I knew exactly where oil was going to move to. But in all seriousness, I don't, right? But it looks like with some of the shortages and some of the things going on, still delivery issues, us still stopping production, we're not doing the things we should be doing here in the U.S., stopping our pipeline, we're artificially increasing prices already just by doing some of that stuff. But hey, the government wants to help us out. They did so by giving us higher prices on gas. Hey, it's a great thing, right? Gas stations are doing well, but they're the only ones. All right, let's go take a look at some candidates from yesterday. Here's what I need you to do. Drop in the candidates that you traded yesterday. Funded trades, non-funded trades, I really don't care. Because if you're practice trading, paper trading, that's the start of you getting to real trading, real dollar trading. So drop in the candidates you traded yesterday. And if any of them were ones that we called out here yesterday, I certainly would love to hear about those. So let's go and take a look-see. Let's go here. So yesterday, who do we got down here? I had AMD and Baidu down as my 3 check marks. Those are the ones that I had my 3 check marks next to over here, okay? AMD and Baidu. AMD was a downgrade. We said a bear call spread above 128, right? So let's go and look at AMD. I gotta get my option chain open there. All right. So AMD, they had this nice move to the downside. They went up a little bit, but we were talking about doing that spread above 128, which is exactly what we did. Come on. My option chain doesn't want to play nice. There we go. So on the options, just fix the sizing. I did the 128, 129 bear call spread. So 28.29, I was able to get 30 cents credit for the 128, 129, and right now it's 0 by 9. So it's worth 5 cents right now to wind out of that trade. We're still moving in a downward direction. It's going to expire worthless today, but you should manage it and close out of your short leg regardless of how you do things. If we look at single legs, right? So we sold the 128s, right? They were at 18 by 21 yesterday. We're at 120. We're last day of the week. We're going to be down at pennies very quickly. So you should definitely buy that one back, right? So that was number 1. Number 2 was Baidu. Baidu was all the China stocks were moving yesterday because of the news out there of what's going on with the China companies right now. Everything was rocking to the upside. So let's go look at Baidu. For Baidu, I said a bull put spread strike below 160, right? Which means 160 or lower. So if we put this back over here, so I'm going to work with it. Let's see what I did. So I did a bull put spread 160, 157 half. Actually, I should have left it right where it was. So let's convert that back over to vertical. So 160, 157 half. Okay. Bull put spread is what we did. I took in 85 cents of credit on that yesterday. Right now it's at 58. So we sold the 160, bought the 157 half. That was our protection leg inside of that, right? The stock right now is at 162.18. It's up 15 cents on the day. If it holds where it is, stays anywhere above 160, we're good. You could wind out of the trade right now for 58 cents. Say you got in at 88, 58. It's about 30 cents right now, 28 cents that you could pick up on this position right now if you just wound out of it and called it a day at current prices. I think as we open up, if you see us flat to slightly up, you'll see a big drop in that number overall, right? And you certainly want to look to manage your short leg on this position. So another successful day in the books from yesterday. We'll put that one over there. Let's see what you guys did yesterday. There we go. Got quite a few of them up there today. Excellent. So Alan said Google was gory. Ooh, doesn't sound like it was a good day for you on Google there, Alan. Sorry about that. Bear call spread on AMD went against me. Robert, how'd you do that? Did you get out of it too soon on AMD? We ran up, but we pulled back again. So we got up to 128.36. Where was our resistance? 127.73 was our resistance. We talked about above 128. Oh, too close. 128. So we went up slightly there, Robert, but hopefully that 127, 128. Okay, yeah, all right, you did the 127s. All right, so we were looking at above 128. All right, so you're a little bit more aggressive than I was yesterday. Got in too close. Okay, all right. Well, hey, you understand what you did. That's awesome. It's a good learning experience. Obviously, none of us ever like to get hit like that, but Baba Bummer. Huh, okay, Alan. Well, sorry about that one as well. Joel said long, SPX long puts. Good. SPX was a good trade yesterday. Brandon is a guru at trading SPX, where he goes out and trades the credit spreads on them. He does fantastic every day. Brandon Wendell, who's a coach at Wealth Builders. Alan said, W Day was a payday. All right. Extra touch. Excellent. 27% on Facebook. Very nice. LMT was plus 11%. There you go. Evelyn said she did the SPY. It was a good trade. If you had direction on it, you had a good trade there. Let's see. Yeah, I got to 127, 128. Took me out before dropping like a rock. Yeah. All right, Robert. Well, you're good. Ed said MYM, which is the micro Dow, is what Ed is trading in there. Up 1% for the day. Guys, if you can do 1% for the day, 5% for the week. Ed, how upset are you at only 1% for the day? Let's see. John said bought a call on Baba and got out with a plus 15% as it reversed. Excellent. Excellent. There you go. There you go. We called out Baidu. We were right on the cusp of the China stocks. We talked Baba briefly yesterday. So good deal on that. Let's see. Baba. We had Baba the other day. This was on Wednesday for Thursday. We had him down as a neutral bias, unsure on the earnings date. So Ed said, I love it. There you go. There you go. Guys, there's a lot of opportunities day in and day out. I love seeing that you guys are trading. I love seeing what you do. You know, here, I get up 5:30 in the morning. It takes me half hour, 40 minutes to prep for this show just to get ready for it. There are days I wake up and it's like, oh, God, do I really want to do this today? Roll back over, go back to sleep, right? Get going here. And then I come in and you guys list all these trades that you're doing, some of them the ones that we've done. And I love it. It's a great energy boost. My day I'm psyched for the rest of the day with as much as you guys are doing. So that is awesome. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at our candidates for today. All right. So here is our list of companies. We don't have a lot. I worked hard today. I worked really hard today to find decent candidates, and there's not a lot out there today. All right, so let's take a look first what we've got. First one, just alphabetical order, ISRG, Intersurgical, right? And they are down $16. Now, they're a good one, right? As far as the move goes, they're a good one. All right, I'm going to just put this on the other screen so I can work it and see it and so forth. So ISRG right now, we go to the daily chart. I hope you guys see the value of using another program like an Omega Charts to help you with your charting. I'm going to take off the live stream data on this so it doesn't slow us down. Or not. Or maybe it does slow us down. Oh, good, Rob. Yeah, see, you run. I've got StreamYard running, which is what we're streaming off of. We've got Camtasia running, TradeStation running, and program just went, yeah, nah, I don't think so. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's start the program back up again and see if we can't get it to work this time. All right. So ISRG, look at the overall move, guys. It is definitely on the bearish side. If we go back and pull this in for now, we could look at the daily chart here. You can see we had a great double top pattern in there. We broke these bottoms down in here, right? So let's see. There we go. Don't stream. Okay. ISRG. All right. So I have a channel set up on ISRG. What a great pattern it was or is, right? And right now on ISRG, we're down at 277.5, right? So we're somewhere down in between these two fib lines in here. Not quite in the middle, but close, right? So I want to be very cautious on anything with ISRG as far as downside move goes, because we just don't have anything that we're near right now on our channels. Now, if we go ahead and slap a fib on here, see, kind of sideways move, big move up and down, all in that one candle. We corrected quickly. I would draw off of that top there, and we're at 277. Right. So we broke through that center line there. Even with this, which is not a great fib, by the way, even with this, we're kind of in the middle. So I'll look at a bear call spread on ISRG, but I'd like to see the price closer to 297. Right. So in other words, I'd like to see us move back up again. I don't believe it's going to happen. This was earnings that drove them down. The only other thing I would be looking for is pivot points. Right. If you can get a pivot near where we're at now and a fail off of that, that would be great. I don't think it's an overreaction on ISRG. $277 stock. Right. And let's go back to the fives. $277 stock. They are down 5%. Right. So not unheard of with bad earnings on them. Right. So next one is NET, N-E-T. N-E-T. All right. So NET it was an upgrade. Don't know who it was, but they're up $1, so about 1%. So if we look at NET on a daily chart, let's go over here. Overall bearish. So they got an upgrade. They're now up to 94.5. Right? We've got resistance at 101, and what we definitely need to have in here is a 100-point level. So we need to go ahead. Let's add that in. Right? You should always have 100-point levels on your charts. As long as the chart does not have a wildest average true range of greater than 100. Actually, it's greater than 50. Your Fibit is under 100. If it's over 100, your fib it, then we want to not have that 100 level on there, which this, of course, is not. It doesn't move 100 points every 2 days. So we're pushing up right now to 94.5. Guys, I don't see the bullishness. I just don't, right? I'm going to write a bear call spread below price, below 92.5. And again, I said we struggle to find good ones today. It's Friday. It's just there's not a lot out there. Not a lot of earnings come out for the Fridays. But I need the price to get down below that 92.5. Right now we're at 94.5. So we were close to it yesterday. We're at 93.5. So if it follows suit with the rest of the market, we'll get the drop in there. Bearish bias, and this upgrade by a not major company just wasn't enough to do it. Just wasn't enough at all. All right. So Amos said bear call glory yesterday, 31 cents on the 28.29. Excellent. Good. Amos. You're quite welcome. Robin, I'm guessing you wanted me to look at CAT, right? We'll unless that was a trade from yesterday. Let me know in the comments there. All right. So that's net. Next one's going to be Netflix. All right. So let's go look at it here. Woo! Yeah, baby. All earnings, right? We're just in this sideways mode, right? Right now, sitting at 407, down 101 points. Good luck on any decent premium on anything today when it comes to Netflix, right? We're sitting at 407 right now, so we need to do the scrunch mobile here. Our fibs have been completely annihilated, right? As far as having enough lines on there. We're going to put in a negative 1.618, which takes us down to 420. We're going to put a negative 2.618 in there. We're going to add a negative 2 also. Okay. So let's see what the heck that gives us. We'll keep the scrunch mobile going. Let's see. What are we looking at here? So we got 400 there. I don't know why that's such a dark red line. What's underneath there? But right now we're sitting at 408. 408 even. Wow. So we're all the way down here, guys. We've got 400 right below there, the 400-point level, which is a critical level, and then 380 from there. Here's what I'm looking for. I don't have an answer to exactly where I want the price to be, but I'm looking for a bearish trade today. I will be doing directional trade, probably not credit spread on this today. Number one is my guess is premiums are going to be all over the place. I mean, look at this. 400, 405 is minus $4 by $14 for bid-ask spread. I mean, that's how uncertain the market maker is to price it. It's an $18 swing, minus $4 up to $14. So there's a lot of craziness in there. I'll be looking at a directional trade on Netflix. Ideally, I'd like to see some recovery first. I don't think we're going to run into any pivots at all that far down, even large pivots. I don't think we're going to see that happen at all, and a failure. So I'm going to be looking at a put. But first, I need a bullish move, then failure. All right, so we're going to be looking for some intraday key levels around that 400-ish or wherever it. So it runs up to 408. We run up, we push down, we run up, we push down, we fail. We've got a double top. I'll be looking at a put option then as we bounce off of there. Could we get a little bounce and just rock today? It's possible with the move that we made to the downside. But again, markets are getting crushed right now. So I'm not 100% sure where we're going to be on it. It's just too big of a move to determine was it an overreaction or not, and how do we trade it. So I do like Netflix. They're my one for sure that gets 3 check marks today is Netflix. All right, let's keep going. PPG. Guys, drop the candidates in that you want me to take a look at, and I will be glad to do so. I don't have a whole lot left on our list for today. There's only one, actually, that has monthly options on it only. Got a few more, but drop your candidates in. Let me go take a look at them real quick. So here we have PPG. They had earnings come out. I don't know how to read this, folks. We had this big candle down on the announcement, gap up. So we opened here, closed here, right? And we opened again on the next candle at 160, and again we closed about 155. Right here, we opened at 160. We're back at 155, and now we're back at 160. So I don't know what's going on with this. It's got earnings coming that came out on it. I'm going to wait on this one, see what the market shows us. I'm going to wait until the market is open, see what the market shows us, and we'll see if we can get anything from it. Last weekly is UAA, which is Under Armour, right? They got an upgrade. I think it was by Citigroup. Yeah, it was by Citigroup. So decent upgrade. They're up 41 cents. See what I'm talking about? There's not a lot of movement. An upgrade by a good brokerage house. We're looking at Citigroup, and it's up 41 cents. I'll be looking at a naked put. Let's go look at UAA and see what the daily chart tells me. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. Yuck. We're at 1892. Cross off naked put. Wait. Guys, there's just no, what compelling reason is there that this stock goes up? Because Citigroup came out and said it's an upgrade? Maybe, but look at the overall thrashing it's gone. $27 down to 18.5. Now it's just about 19 in the pre-market. I just don't see it. It's just not there, right? So I'm going to wait on it. So the only one on my list that has 3 check marks today is Netflix, right? Rio is our last one. This one is monthly options only. Serbia revoked their mining licenses for one of the products that they've got there. So now, granted, we do have options that expire today. So, and there's tons of open interest. Tons of open interest here on the options. Bid-ask spreads on the large side. If we look here, all right, so all 100 deltas already, 72, 22, 79, 72. So $2 difference in there. They must have had a merger or something to cause strikes to look like that. But I'm not my most excited component for it, right? So, and when we look at Rio, again, let's see what's going on with the daily chart. Right? They've had a bullish move up. They're down at 74 3/4 right now. So they broke through the 8. So we could be looking at, well, again, there's nothing that excites me about this, so I'm going to wait. In monthly option, I'm really not that excited about it. So let's see what's going on here. So John said, looking at MRO from the Covered Call Explorer suggestion, doing a covered call with the outlook of oil continuing to go up over the midterm. Okay, so let's go take a look, John, at Marathon, which is MRO. I've got all of the energy stocks on my list, John, as potentials for naked puts, covered calls, diagonals, all of them, because of what's going on with energy prices right now. So we had this pullback to the 1868 level. We got just barely below the 8. MRO, right? We are down 23 cents today. Again, not a big deal. When we look at it from a covered call standpoint, John, it's pretty simple, right? For this week, the 19s are paying us 11 cents. I mean, we're talking about 55-cent moves. You are a little bit close. We are a little bit close, okay, for today, okay? And that's on the 19s. On the 19 halves, we're going to spend 4 cents. So credit spread wise, not a whole lot there. Covered call wise, you're going to get, like I said, 11 cents on that position. If you look out to next week, the 19s, which have a 41 delta, are paying 39 cents. So that's a really nice rate of return. So if we go back here, let's go over to trading resources. Let's go over to covered calls. So if we put in Marathon MRO, and I'm going to just put the option chain on the other screen here so I could just copy data from it. Stock price is $18.45. The short option, if we sold this Friday's, and the strike price was the 19, You got to put all the zeros in there, guys. Premium received 0011, right? And hit enter. We're looking at 2.38%. Now it comes up as red, right? We're talking about 19 cents for the day. All right. I mean, that's a 19 cents, 11 cents for the day, right? If we put this at 19, let's see if we change it to next week, and we were getting 41 cents, 39 cents, 0.39, 0039, right? But 8.46% based on next week's numbers. So I still like today's numbers, even though it gave us a very small rate of return. I still like the numbers, but one-time rate of return, we're looking at 2.11% on Marathon. So as long as we can maintain, John, and hold on to the bullishness of the energy stock. So make sure you're keeping your eye on crude, which we're rocking this morning. And then watch Marathon, of course, as the stock. As long as we're good, I like it. I like it a lot. So thanks, Amos. I appreciate it. Joel's asking for ABC. ABC, which is healthcare. We're down between the 8 and the 21. Let's go look at ABC on the intraday. In pre-market, all right, we don't have any pre-market activity going on right now. So what I see on ABC, Joel, is we're down into a bullish neutral bias. We've been there before, so nothing to be concerned about. That E right there does concern me, though, that earnings are coming up. I would look for a move above that 133.70 first before I look to do anything as a bullish entry. And for me, I want to see it go above, retested and balanced. Even if it's intraday, I want to see the retest and the bounce, right? Guys, tomorrow, mañana, is our very last, 30 days to trading success that we're doing. It is at noon Eastern time. Yes, I know it's on a Saturday. Yes, I have to be up and ready to go with it as well, right? You don't get to sleep until 2 in the afternoon for tomorrow. But it's the last one that we're doing, guys. I've seen great, responses back from students that have come in there. If you truly want to learn what it will take this year to move you forward, to get you from zero to hero, to get you from where you are to where you want to be, whatever phraseology you want to be, guys, this hour and a quarter will well be worth every moment of your time. So take advantage of it. And with that, make it a profitable day. Sean's dropped the links in the chat box, by the way. Make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, register for tomorrow's training. Don't forget, because you're only one trade away. Take care, everyone. I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Good trading today. Bye for now.